cocktail as we talk about life and death.
Everything in between.
And beyond.
Join us for a little boozy banter with friends.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to our podcast room.
I know, right? It's our first time recording in here. We've been gone the first couple times we recorded. And so now we're actually getting to be in our own space, which is both kind of cool and kind of nerve-wracking. Because it's like, oh no, we have to clean up a little bit. People can actually see. So
We have to stage things.
yeah. And we had to rework because the sun, we didn't realize how much natural light we had in here, which is normally a good thing. And then today was more of this is a little too much light.
Too bright.
So I will never understand how people FaceTime and stuff. Like when I get a FaceTime call, I never answer it. I'm like, ma'am, that involves showing my face. I'm not answering that. So I don't even like to talk on the phone.
Put together.
Right. I know. It's like, I better, wear some decent clothes today and, maybe comb my hair. So
Put on some makeup.
Yeah, it's a lot more work than we're used to, but we'll be able to handle it.
We got this.
Yeah, we got this. So,
welcome. I hope you enjoy the videos that we've been doing so far. I think this is our third.
This is our third. Yeah. I'm still
learning
it. Yeah, I'm still learning how to do it. Right now, it is what you get until I can figure out how to zoom in and add photos, and it's just a lot of work.
We'll get there.
We'll figure it out.
Baby steps though for us. Baby steps.
Yeah, it's just different. It's just a learning curve and out of my comfort zone. So we'll figure it out soon enough.
We got this.
Yeah,
I believe in us.
So it's finally getting towards the tail end of summer. We're in mid-August.
Yeah.
And we just got home. We did our annual book trip. We went to Haunt the Readers in Mount Joy, Pennsylvania. And it was so much fun.
We did have a blast.
Yeah.
There were so many people there.
Yeah. As much fun as last year's Books and Brews. Way different people this time, I felt like.
Yeah.
Less authors. There are only about 31, 32-ish authors. All different types as far as it wasn't just horror. There was horror and there was thrillers, and it was just all a good mix, and I really enjoyed it. And I met a lot of new authors that I hadn't heard of before, so it was nice to add some new books to my collection.
Which we did.
Yes. So one of the authors, I've talked about her before, or I think I did, maybe I didn't, but if I didn't, I'm mentioning her now, was Mallory Arnold, and she was there and she signed my book and how to survive a horror story. I keep calling it How to Survive a Haunted House whenever I tell people about it, because it's about a house, and but it's How to Survive a Horror Story. She was so incredibly sweet, and I really enjoyed this book. And so I took it with me. She signed it, and when we got home, I heard about another version of it at Walmart, and so I had to run out and get it, even though I already had one. But it was so cool. It's 13 days of chills, so it's a Walmart exclusive, but the whole book is divided into little sections, and there's 13 of them, and so you unwrap each section to read
a chapter a day,
or however many. I don't know if it's just a chapter or if it's just a section pertaining to that character. How I haven't figured it out yet, but there's 13 of them. But I love the way that they're kind of divided up.
It's very cool.
Have to, open each one, which I probably won't, but,
Such a
I
cool
just thought it was really
concept.
cool.
That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
really a cute
So,
concept.
yeah, if you are in the Walmarts and you see this, grab it because it's just a really fun idea for a book. So, um, on our way back from Haunt the Readers, we didn't just come straight home like
Of course not.
we
We never
never do.
do. Never
But,
do.
normally we stop in Savannah, which we did do, but just for one night because we were
Mhm.
almost home. But instead, we came through Asheville, North Carolina, and stopped there for a couple days and did a little bit of a brewery
Yeah.
tour. And, we hit several, what, 4 or 5?
I think it was 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did
It
5.
was but one of our favorite stops, I had never been, um, Layla had been before, she had a favorite beer there, so we had to
Yeah.
go, was New Belgium Brewing Company,
Love New Belgium.
and Dale?
Dale at New
Dale
Belgium. If you're watching
Yeah.
this, you were amazing.
He was so, so nice, and I said, I drink, like, glorified water type beer. I don't do the I don't really do like the IPAs or anything like that. There's just a little too much for me. And he's like, I got you. And so he gave me a wide variety to
Yeah.
taste, but one of the ones that he had me taste was this Dominga, and it's a grapefruit Paloma, and he's like, "You'll really like this. It tastes like a mimosa," which sure as hell did.
Mhm.
So, it's kinda early here, so we're doing breakfast beer, mimosas, and they are
It's really
absolutely
good.
delicious, yeah. So if you can get your hands on that, highly recommend. It
Smells
smells
so good.
amazing, but it absolutely if you're not a beer drinker, it absolutely does have that mimosa taste. It's fizzy, and it's got the
Mhm.
fruity taste, and it's not overly beery. I don't
It's an
know.
ale with agave, golden lime, and grapefruit and lime extracts.
Mm, just really, really tasty.
I don't know, it
Not
is kinda boozy though, it's 8%.
Yeah,
It's a little boozy.
but, really good
Neat.
and not really heavy. So, yeah, definitely and it's not overly sweet. Like, sometimes, the overabundance of citrus in a mimosa is kind of a turnoff for me. This is like somebody added more prosecco than juice, which that's what I prefer. So, highly recommend if
It's
you
a
Yeah,
good tasty, easy drinking day beer if you're looking for
exactly.
something. That's give you some flavor.
Right. So, after our whirlwind tour of Asheville,
Mhm.
we did pop in to Savannah just for one night, and we didn't get to meet up with Micah and Courtney over at Ghost Coast Paranormal, but we did check in with them, and, they're doing really well. They are
Launched their walking tours.
Yes, and they're busy as always over at the theater. If you're gonna be in Savannah this summer or this fall, highly recommend going in and doing, their paranormal experience over at the theater because it's really good.
They are award winning, by the way.
Yes, yes, they did have one of those online polls for, one of the it wasn't TripAdvisor, but one of those sites, and,
Congratulations.
yeah,
We're
we're
very
really proud
excited.
of them.
No doubt that they would have not won because they are so good.
Yeah.
They're so
They
good.
truly enjoy what they do, and, it shows, like, it absolutely shows because they will not end anything. A few weeks back, we did that, Grave Face
Mhm.
Museum, which was great. It was very informative. It was more on the
It's a cute
serial killer
museum.
side, yeah.
It was cute.
But, 5 minutes before 10:30, she's like, "Okay, out the door." Like, I feel like she stopped mid-sentence to get
And
everybody
it's like,
out.
"Okay, well, thank you
Yeah.
guys for joining us. If you wanna show
So
tomorrow to take a longer tour,
yeah.
you're more than
Here's
welcome."
we They gave us a day ticket, to
Yeah.
come back, but, we didn't. So,
But Courtney and
anyways.
Micah, they love what they do so much is that they want you to leave feeling that you got your money's worth out of
Yeah,
it.
and that you thoroughly investigated. Like, they want you to learn how to use all of the equipment, and they want you to know the difference between, you know, something that's just an old building and something that you may have caught. So, it is really kind of, fascinating to watch them because I wouldn't have known the difference. There were so many times where I'm like they're like, "Did you hear that?" And I'm like, "No." I didn't. I didn't hear that at all. So,
Which
anyhow.
is, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, anyways,
Anyway, go check them out. Highly worth it.
yeah,
They'll become
absolutely.
your new best friends.
Yeah. So, I have a little bit of Daily Mail for you.
I love it, dude.
Been a while since we've done Daily Mail, but we've talked about him a lot, and I just feel the need to mention that, the guy that killed his family, Chris Watts, we did a story
Yeah.
about him, American Monster,
Yes, we
and
did.
he's been in jail, and he's got all this correspondence from these women who love him. It's like, what is mentally wrong with you?
The
This man
fuck?
killed his pregnant wife and 2 small babies, and, you guys are writing him and telling him how hot he is, and there's a recent, documentary that's just recently come out about him, and there's another woman that's come forward to say that, she had hooked up with him on Tinder or something, and he was like an absolute psycho, and, so there's
Shocker.
yeah, right? And so all this stuff is coming out, and, he just recently got married again.
Shut the front door.
Just recently
You're
got married
kidding.
again.
What kind
Uh
of woman would marry a man in prison?
Yep, 8
Still
years later.
blows my mind. Well,
Yeah.
at least she knows she's not gonna get killed.
So, he's in a relationship with a 39-year-old realtor who relocated from Ohio to Wisconsin to be closer to his prison.
Oh my god.
Uh, her name is Lizzie Henderson. They've applied to marry within the prison system, and she's already calling herself Lizzie Watts.
Damn it, Lizzie. What's wrong with you?
So, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. So, according to the Daily Mail, she has been a frequent visitor. Um,
Oh.
the sign in stuff shows it. It said during one visit in August of 2025, an eyewitness told the Daily Mail she watched them engage in a steamy makeout session just one day after the 7th anniversary of the killings of
They're
his
allowed to
family.
do that?
I don't know. I don't know the rules
I don't know. I always
for
see
this
these movies like with the
nonsense.
glass in between them where you're like, you can't touch.
Exactly.
I don't know.
So
Maybe it's
I don't
different. I
know.
don't know.
But I'm surprised because he,
I'm not
really was
surprised.
enjoying all the attention that he was getting from these women who were like,
He's still gonna get
"Oh,
it.
you're so hot." Yeah, people
He's
like
still
that
gonna
don't
get
change.
it.
He did it to his wife. You know that he's gonna marry this woman. She doesn't know the mail he's receiving, and he's gonna keep responding
Oh,
to
he
it and
is.
receiving it and doing all the things because men like that are dirtbags and they don't change.
And they love the attention.
And
And
they're
it deflates
attention
his
whores.
ego, and that's all he wants.
Yeah.
I mean, what else is he gonna do sitting in jail?
Mm. So anyways, that was my little nugget today. I read that. I was just infuriated. I'm like, what? Your wife and your children are dead, but here you are living your best life in prison. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Blech. So
Yeah.
gross.
Being
So
in
grossed
prison, you're
out.
not supposed to be living your best life.
Right. Right.
Whatever, to each their own.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on.
I have
So,
a story for you.
you have a story for me?
Yes, and it's not about murder.
Oh.
But did you know that New York has moved up 2 spots to the number 3 in places to possibly get abducted by aliens?
Aliens? In New York?
In New York. It's true.
Well, nobody would notice.
Well,
I feel
I'm
like
sure.
aliens do you remember Men in Black? They all come to New York because nobody notices.
Now, this source is highly credible, okay?
Okay.
Just want to point this out.
So I feel like it's probably not. Okay.
So according to casino.ca annual ranking, you heard me correct, casino.ca, very credible publication, I bet.
So do casinos rank alien? Is it like part of their betting system? Like,
Nobody knows.
are they like, I'm going to bet $50 that there's going to be an abduction? Like, is that?
Nobody knows. But the former member of the Center for UFO Studies, Dennis Anderson, believes that the jump in ranking could be because of the number in New York, as you just mentioned.
Yeah, I can see that.
However, some people think that 99% of what people see is nothing.
I can totally
Also see that.
And you gotta wonder how many people are doing the drugs. They like
Doing the drugs?
It could be seeing things in the air. And then they're like, saw an alien. 911, I saw an alien.
I think it's New York and a lot of people are doing the drugs. I'm just throwing that out there.
Okay.
I've never been to New York, but I would imagine
Well,
a lot of people are doing
I
the drugs.
haven't either.
Really?
No.
I just never had any desire to go to New York.
No. I mean, I've been close. We drove through there, once or twice, but I've never, I'm not a city person.
Yeah, I just don't. The closest I've been is like New Jersey.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
Same.
New York's just never,
Yeah.
interested me as far as like a destination to go to.
No, me neither. I'm not like a Broadway person or anything like that. There's nothing there that I'm like, I have to go. Just like, I don't know.
I mean,
I'm sure there are things there.
I'm
that
sure.
would interest me.
Like the world's best cup of coffee.
free candy.
Thank you for or the world's best pizza.
Yeah. But
other than that,
I don't know. And so many of them have moved to Florida that I feel like you can get the same pizza in Florida now.
or bagels.
Or bagels.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Most people don't know what they're looking at, which I believe.
Yeah.
I believe they're not used to looking up or stargazing, and there is a lot of light pollution in the city, and objects are often mistaken for UFOs, which I can also believe.
Yeah.
So according to the site, the top 5 places to possibly get abducted are number 1, Delaware.
What?
Delaware's number 1.
Delaware? By the water, maybe?
Maybe.
Is it easy to just like lure people out of the water?
Ooh,
candy.
Oh, is that candy? Number 2, Washington.
State?
Yes.
Oh,
You can see it. I could see that. I could see
with
that.
the mountains and everything. I could see that.
3, New York.
Okay.
4,
New Mexico.
Oregon.
Really?
Yeah, but you can kind of see
I
that.
can see that. Well, because Washington, very
Oregon.
similar. But that's more like Sasquatch territory.
Well, I mean, falls right in line.
Maybe.
Number 5,
New Mexico.
Florida.
What?
We are number 5.
Again with the water. I bet you aliens have like watercraft. They like,
well, have you seen the
sink their-
videos of them of like stuff coming out of the ocean?
And then they're like
with the lights and things and the things.
So we
you get to see all of our little things now being on video.
Right. We have had a couple of earthquakes off the coast of Florida recently,
which is
weird.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah. And they claim that it's like military stuff because, Jacksonville is just to the north of us, that it's aliens.
Aliens.
Yeah.
I mean, with all the UFO files coming out now.
Yeah.
Aliens. Do you know the least likely state to be abducted?
New Mexico.
Again with this New Mexico thing. Louisiana.
Oh, nobody wants anyone from Louisiana.
They have the fewest reported sightings in the nation.
They're
like those people are
with people from Louisiana.
They got enough going on. They were those gators.
And they would not hesitate to,
shoot them?
Yeah.
Shoot them.
Exactly.
Now, there have been a few famous sightings in New York. Back in 1989, Linda Napolitano was supposedly abducted from her Lower Manhattan high-rise apartment.
Oh, from an apartment building?
From an apartment.
How tall was it?
She was on the 12th floor, actually.
Wow. Okay. So it wasn't like, ground floor or something.
No.
Yeah.
Linda said that on November 30th of 1989, she was abducted by aliens from her 12th floor apartment. She suddenly woke up in the middle of the night and knew something wasn't right. She felt paralyzed and she couldn't call out to her husband, who was sleeping right next to her, to ask for help.
Sleep paralysis?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Linda said that she levitated out of the window on a beam of blue light into a reddish orange oval shaped spaceship.
Psychosis.
She also claims that they used her like a lab rat doing experiments on her.
Oh.
I wonder if they did the
probing of the orifices.
the probing of the orifices.
Oh.
She also claims that during her abduction, 3 gray creatures examined her stomach and used a turkey baster-sized needle on her. Come on now, that's huge.
I mean,
Where did they use the needle?
if they did that, there'd be evidence.
There would be evidence. The next morning, they also put some strange metallic device into her nose. One of those trackers.
Ooh, do you remember Total Recall? And it was
Yeah.
that huge
The
metal.
ball, yeah. The next morning, Linda said she woke up in the bed as if nothing ever happened. She thought it was all a bad dream, but noticed a weird lump in her nose. After a visit to the doctor and have an x-ray, they did find something lodged in her nose, but later going to an ENT specialist. But all that was found was a buildup of cartilage, like something was there and now gone.
No.
Did she get punched in the face?
No.
I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know.
Shortly after her abduction, she contacted ufologist Bud Hopkins, who investigated her claims and actually found witnesses who allegedly saw Linda levitating in the sky.
What?
Now, I'm sorry. If I saw somebody levitating in the sky, what would your first reaction be?
I would call 911.
Call 911.
And
Video it. It's 1989.
Camcorders.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
everybody had.
I guess we're 2026 now. Sorry.
1989.
It's 1989, damn it. We have technology.
You had like a camcorder. You had some money going on, and
You were fancy.
Probably, you probably had that shit wrong. But 12 stories up, like
12 stories.
First of all, I don't know like what's in the air sitting on top of my house sometimes, which is like 3 stories. Second of all, do you remember Funniest Home Videos? And they would zoom in with their cameras and it would be really grainy. So even if somebody did happen to have a video camera in 1989 and they zoomed in 12 stories up.
Yeah, I feel like that's
anyhow.
2 of whom were allegedly bodyguards of a foreign dignitary. In 1996, Bud Hopkins wrote a book about Linda's abduction called Witnessed: The True Story of the Brooklyn Bridge UFO Abductions.
Okay.
However, not everyone, shockingly, was convinced of Linda being abducted by aliens. And even though Linda went through several hypnosis sessions with Bud, it still wasn't enough to convince his wife and now widow, Carol Rainey. Carol said that when Bud died, she had access to all of the tapes he made when he put people under.
Okay.
Carol said normally people would sound a little drunk and seem to struggle a little bit when they were putting it all together when hypnotized. But Linda seemed to be coherent, to have a coherent story.
Like she wasn't hypnotized.
Yeah. Carol believes that Linda told her son what to say when he was interviewed by Bud. So she has somebody like, hey, I think you should say this. Maybe we can make some money.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And even though some people may not have believed Linda's story, Netflix came out with a documentary called Manhattan Alien Abduction in 2024.
What?
So if you're interested in the Linda Napolitano story, Manhattan Alien Abduction, just like 2 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
However, shortly after Linda filed a lawsuit against Netflix and Bud Hopkins Estate for defamation, apparently it wasn't a good documentary.
Hey.
Fraud and breach of good faith were the claims that she filed the lawsuit for.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh.
She also claims that the show set her up to be the villain for purposes of controversy and conflict. Again, not a good documentary.
No, but I mean, if the shoe fits.
I mean, the story seems a little sketchy to me.
Right.
Linda died, though, in December of 2025, and her son, John, continues to stand by what his mom claims, saying, I know my mother better than anyone else, and there's no way, I believe, she would want to make anything like this up. But did she?
Okay. I feel like
Did she?
if she was coaching him on what to say originally, chances are,
She did.
yeah. I mean,
Linda's reported encounter isn't the only one to note. In July of 2001, there was a series of unexplained orange-red lights in a V formation over the Arthur Kill Waterway near Staten Island in New Jersey.
okay.
Over 50 people, including some cops, saw the 16 lights silently flying in a V formation for over an hour before disappearing one by one.
Okay, well, do you remember it was maybe just a year or 2
Yeah.
ago, those lights off the coast of, I think it was Delaware
Yeah.
or same
Same
kind of
thing.
thing. So, I can
I feel
understand that,
like
but
stuff
it's
like
not an
that.
individual person.
But I feel like stuff like that has been seen all over the country, though.
All over the world, really.
Maybe not orange, reddish orange or orange reddish, but
Yeah,
certainly types of lights blinking
Right.
out one by one. I feel like that's been
Yeah.
like over the desert. How many
Mhm.
videos have we seen of lights going like that over the desert?
Right.
It is one of the most talked about events. The local and national news picked up the story, and there was no real explanation as to what it was. Some say drones, which is highly plausible, but it was 2001. So, how advanced were drones at that time? I feel like today it's plausible because drones have advanced
They
so
do
much.
whole light shows with
Yeah.
drones nowadays.
But in 2001, I don't,
Yeah.
unless it's military, I don't
Right.
think drones were that advanced to the average person.
Yeah, you're right.
Um,
I don't know. Like, that's not technology that I stay on top of. Like, I thought it was cool. I don't remember what year, if it was 2019, 2020, that I bought, my husband and son
yeah,
because it was so new. It felt so
yeah,
new. I mean, it
yeah.
could have been longer than that, but I think it was like 2020. But even then, watching them do it, I'm
But
like,
I think that's when they really became accessible to the general
maybe
public,
that's,
though.
yeah. For the military, like they have like whole,
Who
you
knows what they
know,
have?
units or
Yeah.
divisions that deal with operating these things. Well, look at the war in the Ukraine.
Oh,
Like, how
yeah.
many times do you hear about like drone attacks? So, I mean,
Mhm.
clearly it's come a long way.
However, some people are convinced that they were way too synchronized to be a conventional aircraft, such as drones. And even though there were dozens of witness statements, the event was never publicly called a UFO incident.
Mm.
After MUFON investigated the incident, they
What's
conducted.
MUFON?
Um, mm, what is MUFON? Do the Googles.
Oh, shit.
Hold on, we're doing the Googles.
MUFON. Is it
I
like an
think it's one of
acronym?
those. Yeah, it's an acronym
What's
for some investigate.
is it
MUFON, MUFON.
Mutual UFO Network? Okay.
Investigated the incident. They concluded that the case was unidentified.
Hmm.
Nothing that there was no evidence of aircraft flares or astronomical events that matched the dozens of witness statements.
Okay.
The National UFO Reporting Center, NUFROC, agreed and said that the event remains one of the most frequently discussed cases in their archives.
Okay.
So if you're in New York City,
don't get abducted.
Don't get abducted.
Because evidently it happens more
They're going to do some probings.
happens more frequently than you think.
You're in the third most state for probing abductions. I mean, I can't say that for certain, but you never know.
I feel like if you were probed, there'd be evidence. Like your skin doesn't heal that fast.
But if you're an alien, you can make sure that you leave no trace behind.
Can you though?
Unless it's like a metallic tracker in your nose.
How did they get that out of her nose? Did they put it in and take it out?
They might have a bit of like visitor and like magneted out.
No.
Who knows?
Nobody knows. That's a
knows.
no. Like, I feel like there was something wrong with her nose. Like she had like a surgery or something, like where somebody had already done something to her nose. And so when they went and looked, it was like, oh yeah, it's,
That I do believe, because I don't know. Her whole story seemed fabricated.
You think? Like, do you
I do think a lot. I mean, now the other one with the V formation and the lights, that one
That's
seems more
different.
credible because
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
multiple people. But then you have these two chuckleheads that are security for a
Well,
dignitary. Come
no.
on.
I think something might have been lost in translation with that one. They're foreign.
Maybe, well,
Maybe
maybe it
they're
was
like,
like
"Oh, yeah, we
security.
saw something," and it can't, and then whoever interpreted for them were like, yeah, this is what they really said," and it just didn't.
Anyway.
I am okay. I am definitely a person that thinks there are aliens. Like, we cannot be the only ones.
It would be
in
an
the
awfully big waste of space, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
There's no way that there's
But
just us in the universe. But
do you think that they're friendly when they ever disclose? Okay, let's just say they finally disclose that there's aliens. Do you think that they're friendly or they're here to take over the world?
I
Like War of the
think
Worlds.
over the years, depending on if it's the same aliens or different aliens, I feel like it would not be unreasonable that over the years they may have gotten more aggressive because of how they're treated upon initial contact. We as a world tend to react first.
And then question later.
Yeah. And so it wouldn't surprise me if I'm not surprised at all to hear that there's been, multiple instances of alien contact. It doesn't surprise me if it's aggressive because of our initial response. Like, and we immediately interpret that as a threat.
But what about the ancient aliens? I mean, ancient Egyptians.
Well,
I mean, look at all they did.
right.
I mean, it's pretty crazy to think that they can construct those pyramids all by themselves.
Yeah.
And what about the correlation of their pyramids to other civilizations around the country,
Right.
around the world? I mean,
Right. But then again, since then, look at how our response has shifted towards.
we've definitely become a more aggressive species. Back then, it would be considered a gift or a sign from the gods.
They were gods, right?
Or they were gods.
And now they're invaders. So
yeah.
I can see that as the years have gone by, are aliens more of, would you say, are they more
of a threat
a
versus
threat?
a
Absolutely, at this point, I think.
contribution.
Because,
I mean,
like,
to
they're
humanity.
like, you threaten us, so we react in kind.
But look at the major advancements in technology that we've made over the course of years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's been significant jumps in technology. It seems like now, are there smarty people out there? Yeah, there's super smarty people out there, but I feel also that they have to have some basis and to propel them.
Right.
I think to get to where we are today and the technology that we have today is crazy. Do I think now that we're at a point where we learn much faster than we ever have before?
Right.
Absolutely. I mean, look at AI.
Mhm.
AI does video interviews now.
Right.
AI will construct whatever emails you need or generate reports. And I mean, that's kind of scary to think of where AI will be in 5 years, in 10 years, and
Right.
25
But I
years.
do also see why people are afraid of AI or dislike AI
Right.
because um, it really is kind of taking over everything. Like we follow a bunch of the author groups, and they're talking about, you know, AI generated books, AI generated artwork. Um, Creativity is,
AI narration.
yeah, yes. And the fact that companies that use AI, or not use, but create AI, are taking these authors' works and feeding them into the system so that AI can learn how to generate, and now authors have spent time, creating a novel or short stories or, you know, any type of body of work are being accused of it being AI because AI has learned from, people, from stolen work,
Yeah.
to how to do these things. And now it sounds so human that actual humans are being accused of using AI.
So I've been applying to a lot of jobs recently, obviously, with the closure of Spirit Airlines. And one of the questions that they ask once you, right before you submit it, is do you consent to have your resume scanned for, by AI? You can opt out and it would send it to a real person, or you can opt in and have AI scan it.
Right.
Just earlier today, I received a phone screen from AI.
Wow.
It was 10 to 12 minutes, but it was an AI phone screen interview. It was the weirdest thing. I mean, everything that I've said, they summarized it after I said whatever question they asked me, and I gave my answer, and they summarized it. I was like, wow, this is the weirdest
It
thing.
makes you wonder what they're looking for.
I think it's because I've been using AI a lot to custom create or custom tweak my resumes
Mhm.
to whatever role that I'm applying to.
Right.
And there's little words that they pick up. It's ATS. I can't remember what ATS stands for, but it's ATS format or something.
Mhm.
And it's little words that they're programmed into whatever system that they're using to identify their keywords and pulling those applicants out of what they want to hear.
Mhm.
I mean, it's kind of crazy to think that that's where we're going. I don't
Yeah.
think AI is necessarily scary. It's definitely helped me in creating, be able to tweak resumes and
Mhm.
submit to jobs or asking what roles should I apply for today? What is out there? But I think there has to be some kind of balance to it,
Right.
to the point where we're not necessarily losing jobs to AI because there's always going to be that human component that needs to fact check, not allow it to be so biased because I think it can be biased. I mean, according to ChatGTP, I am phenomenal and any company would be lucky to have me. But is it biased?
Right, right.
Probably.
Right, right. Uh,
Anyway, I don't know how we started with aliens and now we ended up on AI, but I
'Cause
think there
they're
is
probably created by
I but I
aliens.
think there is like that correlation. I really do. I mean, how else would we get there all of a sudden?
I don't know,
Could we
but
turn into a Terminator society?
maybe, but
Skynet.
I mean, if you have,
You never
like,
know.
any kind of insight into this type of thing and you can educate us, please let us know because
Absolutely.
we love to be educated.
Or do you believe in aliens? Have
Uh,
you had an alien abduction story
I think the
or
majority
sighting?
of people nowadays definitely believe in aliens. Like, I
I've
think
never had
that's
an alien sighting story, though.
mm,
Have you?
no,
I've never had. But if
no.
you have, we would love to hear about it.
Right, right. I mean, I feel like everyone is different, and, I mean, we've been out, we do a lot of RV trips, and we've been out in the middle of nowhere, and there are weird things in the sky, but there are weird things in the sky when there isn't any light pollution. Like
Exactly. I feel like you definitely classic example, we were in Mountain Joy, Pennsylvania,
mm,
and we saw fireflies right around us. Down
right,
in Florida, you used to see fireflies everywhere. As a kid, I used to try to catch them. That was one of the favorite pastimes, when you're
yeah,
living in the country. I can't tell you the last time I saw a firefly in Florida, but
right.
in Mount Joy, they were everywhere, and
Where we were.
it was so cute to
But
see.
then, like, if you go just a little bit down to Baltimore, you just don't see them because I feel like it's just too I don't know if it's too populated. I don't know if it's again, it's just too bright. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So,
Anyway,
anyways,
that's our story,
yeah,
and we're
if
sticking to
you
it.
have any input, let us know. We always appreciate it. But until next time,
Until next time.
cheers.
Cheers.